Over the past months at Oak Hill, I've been a part of an effort to celebrate local produce and reconnect people with the most flavorful and nutritious ingredients. Eating no longer begins with strolls down grocery aisles, but rather down 50-foot rows of zucchini, turmeric, ground cherries, tomatoes, shishitos, and mustard greens. It's attention and cultivation, creativity and care, and it all starts in the soil of our organic permaculture farm.
Permaculture is one of the key aspects of it is realizing that everything has multiple uses and using everything to its every use you can possibly get out of it. And we can use everything. Companion planting, growing like beans with corn, because beans put nitrogen back in the soil and corn eats a lot of nitrogen. And then organizing, really key.
This understanding of the farm down to the microbiology of soil and root systems, alongside skills and creativity in the kitchen, brings a really refreshing perspective. The relationship between the farm and the kitchen is so integral to the success and vitality of Oak Hill. Through thoughtfulness and innovation, it is our vision to be intentional with every foot of the farm and every ounce of the plant in the kitchen.
And I just walk to the farm and I feel like I'm talking to the plants. They're talking to me. We have a really cool synergy. For me, when I take something from the plant, I'm thinking, can I use this? Can I use that? That's the transforming, they're taking something, transforming it in multiple ingredients, but they came from the same place.
If you've ever had an Oak Hill Cafe carrot, it tastes like what a carrot should taste like. It's delicious. We really let that shine. We're all about using the farm in the most practical way in the kitchen.
We're doing our best to use zero food waste by, number one, we're composting, recycling. That's two of the biggest things in any kitchen. We're also trying to use ingredients themselves from fruit to leaf. I get to be more creative and I get to think more.
This is our space lab. This is a giant experimentation space. We have a freeze dryer and a dehydrator, rotovaps, spinzals, centrifuges, hydrocolloids, and other thickening powders, emulsifying powder, pretty much any kind of scientific equipment in terms of food production that you can think of.
We really want to emphasize the vegetables that give you so much more bang for your buck as far as nutrition goes. I've also met our farmers and we've seen how they've treated their vegetables and their animals. That gives us a better understanding of how important it is to then take that product with care in the kitchen.
There's also been a big increase in communication and transformation in the thinking in the kitchen. We still were stuck in, well, we need to order it from, so-and-so.
Like this.
And a lot of it. And then you come in and you go, we have that in the garden. Did you know that? And they're like, no, I didn't know we had that in the garden. It's been a learning process for them to connect themselves really to our garden and figure out how we can incorporate those into specials, into our menu.
So this whole vision comes together in the cafe, where I've spent most of my time. Serving tables and interacting with guests is our primary platform for sharing our vision and building community around these values. I live for conversations with engaged guests when I get to share how we're different and why. I think if everyone could experience the entire story from seed to plate, a revolution of food culture might occur.
We're all on the same page about zero waste, farm to table, educating people. We can take time to explain the ingredients that we pick from the farm, why we use them the way we do, why we cook the way we do, and our mentality behind what we want to do with our vision.
This vision covers every cocktail, cup of coffee, and dish served.
We are the last piece of the chain on that big, long ecosystem. So we're not the first one. Sometimes we get empowered to say, yeah, we're doing this, but you're not. You have a bunch of people working behind you.
This summer, I'm walking away with a newfound awareness of all the energy and care that is needed to cultivate healthy and delicious food. Along the way, I've met some of the most committed, tireless, and passionate chefs, farmers, bakers, and servers. I am so privileged to find community and inspiration at Oak Hill Cafe and Farm.